Man, David, what's happening? What's going on, good people? Can y'all hear me okay? Alright, cool. What up, what up, what up? I hope everybody good. But letting everybody jump on deck first. Boogie boy, what's happening, man? Slow motion. Simone Shea Butters, what's happening? Hawks Forever, what's going on? What's going on with that Texas situation? Is everything cool down that way? I'm praying all is well, man. I know it's a difficult situation. So that's tough. Empty bag of Lays, what's happening? What was going through your mind when Shannon Brown jumped over you for that putback? Bro, I was salty, man, because I did all the work. I was about to go get it, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, shit, if anybody else gonna do it, I'm glad it was my teammate, so I ain't mad. I just hate I had to be a part of the poster. You know what I'm saying? Deuce, you can cut that down a little bit, bro. Appreciate you. So, I mean, bruh did his thing. I can't even hate on that. I can't hate at all. They sent me for you. What you mean they sent you? We getting it together slowly. Well, I'm keeping you in prayer, man. I hope everybody's well, your family, friends, loved ones. Know it's a difficult time. Deuce, Allie, and Levi and all them said, hey.
Oh, hi.
He said, hey. So, yeah, he had some major hops, man. This shit was crazy. So, but it's all good. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before we dive in. A few more minutes before we dive in. What's up, sis? Goldie Bell in the building. It's happening, good people, man. If y'all want to get on film or anything like that, commercials, the whole show, y'all make sure y'all hit Goldie Bell up and let them take care of you, because they will do that. Trust me when I tell you. I'm gonna make sure you're A1 like steak sauce. Make sure y'all hit Goldie Bell up, man. I'm gonna say it one more time, Goldie Bell. Make sure y'all holler if y'all trying to get into any acting, commercial work, shows, print, whatever you need. They're gonna make sure they look out and do their thing. So all that. If you're trying to be super light skinned, make sure you holler at Goldie Bell. And say that again. You know what I'm saying? For all my folks, man. I know I got some folks on here that is into acting and all that. So make sure y'all holler. Give it a few more before we dive in. OMG. Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I plug, that's all. Not a halfway plug, but an all the way plug. What's happening? What's happening, my G? What's going on? DJ, what's up? Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Right. That's not the people. That's a business.
What's up, King?
Hey, peace, King. What's happening with you?
Man, you know it, man. Man, Papa, man, we sitting here. How you doing?
Hey.
You know it, bro. What's going on, man? We vibing, bro. You know how we do over here.
We gonna be
Man, I
together.
already,
I said, you're good. I'm good. Man. That's what we need.
yeah. I gotta
Right?
pull back up, bro.
Come on, bro. You know how it is, man. Come on, bro.
I gotta pull back up, man.
How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, King. How you?
I'm good, bro. Slow motion, man. Trying to make it work, bro.
I already know, bro. How's the family, man? Everybody staying safe? Everybody well?
Yes, sir. How about you and the babies, man? Y'all good?
Man, we good, man. I'm actually, trying to get everybody to get showered up. You know what I'm saying? And do what they got to do, man. You know what I mean?
Get them in the pajamas, huh?
See them folks loving you, bro. They showing you some love on here.
Come on, man. That's
You know what I
the
mean?
fam, bro. I love my family, man.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you tuning in, bro. You know, we got to do one of them good chop it up sessions, man, when it's a little bit, you know what I'm saying, when you're in the space to do it, man, so them people can hear some good words from a good king, man.
Yes, sir. I got you, brother. Just let me know whenever. I'm with you.
I bet. We'll chop it up, bro, and just
Yes,
let me
sir.
know what
I'll shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you a text, man. I'm about to send you something right now.
Okay.
All
All right, let me know.
All right,
Hold on. Somebody got a question for you real quick. I guess they finna ask, but look, why they getting a question, right? Let me ask you something, bro, before you tap out.
All right, talk to me.
Can you share a good word with the people, man, before you get off?
Oh my God. But
It's something light, bro. Nothing crazy. It just be something light, man. You know, I be on the positive vibe.
hold
You
on,
know,
man.
I just want to make sure.
Pause. Let me pause this.
Yeah, I want to make sure you bless the good people real quick.
Let me
You know what I'm
pause.
saying?
All right. Just something light. Okay.
Just something light, bro.
It's always, there's a thing about, I wouldn't say being too real, but being too honest. It's just how it is. Like the things we went through in the NBA and dealing with people in our lives that we meet through that, just going through our journey. It's sometimes you might feel like that person is the one for you, but at some point in your life, even if your family, friends, or people you went to college, high school with, they're gonna start dropping off. And I just learned something new the other day from, Chris Johnson. It's about, dream keepers and dream takers. You got to keep people around you that are dream keepers. So if I have a dream and if I have a goal and my mindset is healthy and I'm telling you, yo, this is my dream. This is what I want to do. And that person that's next to you is putting negativity into it, bad energy into it, and shooting it down and giving you excuses like, oh, that's not gonna work, that's not gonna happen. Well, that person is not for you. I truly believe in God doesn't make mistakes, and it's okay to tell a person what they need to hear, not what they want to hear.
Bless us, King.
I
Bless
love
us.
you, Ale. I love you, King, man.
Hey, bro.
I love you, King.
I love you too, dog. Listen, bro. You already know because you left them people like that. You know you're gonna have to come back on, bro.
I got you. Just
You
hey,
see
I'm gonna
the
text you.
congregation passing around the plate right now, bro.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
We're gonna do that, man. But I appreciate it, bro. I know you with the family and everything, man. I just want you to give these folks some nuggets real quick and let them know, man. There's some solid kings out here in this world, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to give you your flowers always, man. You know how we rocking, bro. look forward to catching up, man, so we can break bread, bro. Shoot me a text, man, so we can figure out a day, bro. We'll get on here, man, and give these folks, you know what I'm saying, some good action.
All right, I got you, King.
All right, family. Love, man. Tell the family and everybody I said what's up.
Yes, sir, I got you. Love you too.
My dog.
Later.
Shit, I don't know how to get out. You're going to have to exit out. There we go. Hey, man, listen. Oh, wait. That boy done started us off like that. Good people. That boy done started us off like that. Hold on. Let me find my dog. Go live. Because I know he has some good action.
Ooh, we in the building.
Hey,
What's going on, boy?
so you see how we started this thing off now.
Man, I just came over, but we had a whole different live on mine. Me and Destiny and Kia.
Oh, y'all
What's
was
his name? Just
blessing me, man.
Gemini.
Look, that's why I had to shoot you the text to let you know. I was jumping on so that way, you know what I'm saying, we can go
We was
dive
already on.
into the conversation from
I didn't
earlier.
get a chance to check the. I didn't get a chance to check the text, so we was already on.
Okay.
So we've been on probably a good 45 minutes, 35, 45 minutes, just going
Okay.
at it.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
Well,
look at
shit.
my boy. Look at Metro in the building.
You can hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you good. You can hear me?
Yep, we good. I just want to
Oh
make
yeah.
sure
Oh
we
yeah.
all
Oh yeah.
solid. Everybody can hear us before we dive in.
Oh, absolutely.
So I know you had, you know what I'm saying, some stuff to say about when we was on there last night, and we was talking about, you know, the stuff dealing with the kids, parenting, the list goes on.
Yeah.
I'll let you go ahead and start us off, bro, and then we'll just dive into it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I just go back from what we was talking about earlier. Me and Destiny had a heck of a live. I don't know if you guys can go back and talk
No,
about
sir.
this.
What's up?
You most definitely can go back on the live and check it out and listen to it.
Hold on, King. Come on, man.
You can,
Come on, so you can go to bed, dog. Yeah, you gotta go to bed. Let me get. I'll be out there. I'll tuck you in a second, man. Go ahead. Go on upstairs, big dog.
man, it's Friday, man. That
Upstairs,
boy already
bro.
got no good. Look at
Deuce, you next, dog. I know, right? Deuce,
it.
you next, brother. But go ahead, bro. My bad.
Yes, sir. But no, you good, man. Take care of that. But we pinpoint on the kids and the internet is ruling. And one of my friends came on and said something about we're already behind, we lost this and that and the third. It's not that we lost. It's better late than never. So we must get into their heads before somebody else get into their head.
Right.
Because the internet, they can go in there and push one button or two buttons about sex or about gays or about anything. So you gotta get into their head early. Just like we was on the other live, we was all over the place, but yet it still was a good topic.
Mm-hmm.
When do you start to talk? When do you talk to them? When do you start telling them about these things? Or just like Destiny came on and said 5, 6, and 7, you just break it down in levels at 5, 6, and 7. So you can actually, you guys can come in and just elaborate on when do you guys think you should talk to your kids about, you know, the sexual parts and stuff. And what do you think?
Um, it ranges, man, because I also think too, man, with the world that we living in, man, it seems like things are continuing to happen to our kids younger and younger. And
Right.
they're exposed to a lot of different things. Not saying that we weren't exposed to it, but at the same time, like it's at a point now because we're giving our kids technology, and at the push, like how you mentioned before, at the push of a button,
Yes.
something pops up. And then it's not only that, but it's the fact that the shows,
Uh-huh.
the movies, the cartoons have an agenda, and they're promoting sex. They're promoting again, nothing against the LGBT community, but at the same time, it's like things that they're putting out there. an example of that, like I said, is I was watching Power Rangers, right?
Hmm.
And everybody know what Power Rangers is about, but then all of a sudden, like the Pink Ranger's gay. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So again, I want to make sure I'm clear. I have nothing against whatever your walk of life is, but at the same time, the messaging that's being put out there, especially when these kids are young. You know what I'm saying? So it's starting these things off very early, and
Right.
so early to the point that they can't even understand it. It's still young adults, that are in their teens or early 20s that are still trying to figure out life.
Right.
So we're already pushing things. Um, we're already pushing things, and then you got to break down stuff to a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and it's just adding another piece and layer to the parenting game. So for me, especially because like Landon, for example, little man that just what I'm saying, came and gave me a hug about to go to bed. It's the fact that he has older siblings, right? So because he has older
Right.
siblings, he's gonna naturally be introduced to stuff whether we want that or not.
Right.
And if they're dealing with stuff, I'm gonna have to sit them all down and put them at the round table, and we're gonna have to discuss it. And
Mhm.
like you mentioned before, I wouldn't talk to Landon the same way I would Patience. She's in high school.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
definitely gonna have to break it down. But we talk about the do's and don'ts, but at the same time, it's also a positive to put a it's also a positive to put a positive spin on what sex is actually supposed to be about. I
Right.
think I think that enough times these kids hear no and how bad. But why don't we flip the narrative and just change the message by simply saying that sex can be a beautiful thing if you wait and you
Right.
experience it with somebody that you really, truly,
Right.
genuinely care about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I agree. I
Teaching
agree.
them the value of their bodies, teaching them the value of their minds, teaching them how powerful they are, how beautiful they are, and that just because you perform an act, that doesn't mean that somebody loves you, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
Kia came on and made a valid point with that too.
Yeah, because a lot
She
of
talked.
times us as boys, that's what I'm saying, at that age, that's the game that we play. If you love me, you'll
Yeah.
do this. Right?
Yep.
And then and
Hmm.
then for the young queens, they're like, well, if I care about him, I'll let him do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's no
Hmm.
value in pumping the brakes and waiting because that's a big responsibility. And
It
and and
is.
the thing that I want to say about this too is it's not just about, the STDs or pregnancies and stuff like that. It's also about that spiritual connection. What comes with that, because then you taking on somebody else's spirit or whatever they've been through and experienced and all
Hmm.
that kind of stuff. Like it goes far beyond when you start acting out things that you're not mentally or emotionally ready for. And
Right.
and us as, like I'll tell my sons, you know what I'm saying? How important it is even for them to wait, because I want them to break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that it's a bad thing, but I've gone through experiences and I was pretty much robbed of things early on.
It's just peer pressure too. Just
Well,
hopefully
that
they don't just go out there and pressure,
right,
and just jump into it just because oh my friend is doing it, he's doing it, she's doing it, they doing it. So that's how we fell into it just because of somebody else doing it. Want to figure out and experience it yourself instead of now just talk to them and tell them it's okay to wait.
right,
It's okay to be 20 or 19 or 21 or whatever the case may be, whatever the age is, just to
right,
wait.
right. And I, you know what I'm saying? Aside, so it's so many different parts to it, right? Because you have some people that go through things and they experience trauma early. So that's a part of why they behave or move the way that they do because they've been
Mm-hmm.
introduced at an early age. Then, like how you just mentioned, that there are young men and young women who experience pressure. You know what I
Right.
mean? And the idea of if I want somebody to like me or love me, I have to do this. And it may
Right.
not just be sexual. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting our young kings and our young queens to understand you are important, you're loved, you're valued, and you're powerful. Like stand in that. You know what I'm saying? Like get them to
Right.
start embracing and understanding that early, because then that saves a lot of other BS. Like I encourage I mean my daughter's in high school, beautiful young lady. She's experiencing attention from young men, and it's natural. Like I don't make her feel no way about it. I want her to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? What are they
Yeah.
saying? What are they doing? Like let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Well, me be honest with her, and you be honest with me, so I can help you through this. I don't want to
Right.
shut her down because I want to know what she's feeling. I want to know if somebody's coming at you like that because then we can figure out a way to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Versus you feeling like you got to hide or be secretive when that's not the answer. That's not the route. Love yourself first. Find out who
Got to.
you are. Understand what you like and what you don't like. And this ain't even got nothing to do with sex. It just has something to do with dating. It has something to do with relationships because it ain't just about young men. It's also about the type of friends that you decide to keep or have around you.
The company you keep around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a part of the problem too. Because when you
Right.
hang around bullshit people and they pressure you, then that's another issue. So that's why it's so important across the board to have healthy relationships because then that alleviates a lot of the bullshit. And
Yeah.
you able to get away from all that. And you gotta
Hey,
value yourself. You gotta
I'm
understand
just
who
gonna
you
go.
are.
Kia made a good point too. She said, "Yeah, we talked about relationship building earlier too. We did.
Yep.
Peace. It's a good conversation. Yeah. Keep it
Yep.
real, Sherrod. I guess that's your boy. It's a good conversation. It's gonna be a great topic. As I talked to Kia earlier. I don't know. I know me and you talked too about you like doing it on the Instagram. And Kia also said we should get a Zoom too. She's gonna try to get it organized so we can get more people on it. Facing, seeing faces and actually, everybody's talking instead of typing. But this Instagram is good too. Zoom is great. We just, like I said, get 3 days out for Instagram, 2 days out for Zoom or whatever. And just try to reach out and get the kids on here too and have them interact as well so they can know, so they can ask questions or whatever the case may be.
Yep. Yep. No, and it's important across the board. And the other thing too is, man, us as parents or role models or whatever your position is, make sure you taking the time to listen to what these kids have to say. Because not only will they tell you about yourself, but then you get to learn how they thinking. You get to learn how to manage certain things because now they're opening up to you, and it's healthy. A lot of parents, and it ain't just about sex. It's just about any hard topic. Like a lot of parents are always like, "I'm not ready," or they're not ready, or whatever. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Out of fairness, I get it. There's nothing easy about feeling like I gotta talk to my 5-year-old about sex. Wait,
Yeah,
what? You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta
yeah,
talk to my 10-year-old about sex. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if you
got to.
jump if you jump on it early, you start the dialogue early, the more you introduce them to certain things and do it in a healthy way, the
Mhm.
the the better off it is because then it starts to remove a lot of that curiosity. Because if you let somebody else, meaning it ain't even got to be another adult or whatever, but if you let another kid get to your kid before you do about some of this stuff, it's hard because some of these kids will shut down on you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Gemini, very important to listen to your kid. That's good, Gemini. You definitely got to listen to them. They got a voice and they're intrigued too. They want to know. So you got to tap into it, tap into that mind, see what's going on with
Yeah. Yeah, you got to, man. And it's one of those things like no matter what it is, think about this. It's grown ass adults that have a
Hmm.
hard time having a real conversation with somebody their own age. Think about that. So just
Hmm.
imagine what these kids are going through whenever they're curious, they have no knowledge, no experience of the things that's being shown to them, and then we got to make them figure it out on their own.
Hmm.
That's gonna be a tough task, man. That's a tough feat for anybody because there
It
there's
is.
there's people that's me and your age still struggling trying to figure out life and understand it. There's people our age that don't even know who they are. They're still trying to figure out how to love themselves. You know what I mean? So then you add in all of these different components, man. It makes it a tough thing across the board, and that's why we got to have these healthy conversations and figure out a way and bridge those gaps, generation to generation. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hmm.
told you earlier, I wanted to be able to put some other walks of life on these and have, some of the OGs and other people, man, get on here and be able to talk they talk because it's important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just for us, but also for our kids, and the younger ones. You know what I'm saying? To be able to help
It's
them.
all kids. It ain't just it's our kids. It's just all kids. I mean, we can't. We, like me and Des talked earlier. It's like we can't get all of them. Just reach out and get as many as we can.
Yep,
And with her situation, what we talked about, and her son, and the situation, he needs help. He needs somebody to talk to.
yep.
So we reach out to as many as can, and we can try to get as many girls and guys. And
No, I mean that, King. I'm just saying as far as anybody on this
yeah,
line, live
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Zoom
Okay,
calls or
cool.
whatever we jump on. Not for
Right, right.
us specifically. When I say our, I mean the fact that when we jump on whatever platform, whoever's on there, you know what I'm saying,
Understood.
that everybody will be able to get fed because that's all it's about. Is to
That's
be
what it
able
is.
to listen to each other and be able to understand one another. You know what I'm saying? And,
Right,
and, and really get to that point, man, where we're so educated we can't be fooled. We
right.
have such an understanding that somebody can't take advantage of us. And I get tired of people getting taken advantage across the board. It ain't just from a sexual standpoint. Shit, it's business, it's
Mm.
relationships,
All
is
of it.
is 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 every last bit of it. But the sad part is we'll put time into all this other BS, and then we won't put the time up here, and then we wondering why this person doing us this way because we can't peep game. We don't have common sense in order to see, man, that energy's not good. Something's going on over here, and it's not serving me. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to these kids and all of that, man, that's why we got to step up to the plate and make sure that they getting that same thing.
Right. Which I don't know if everybody on here. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody from different places. We was talking, trying to get it. I don't know where we trying to go with it. What we need to do. Set up something nearby, close by. Set something up. Put some kids together. We just got to do something to give back to this. I mean, I understand it's COVID that's going on. We must be safe with that as well. I know my man talked about that last night. You got to be safe when you had COVID and all that. I'm glad he got over that. But we got to find something outside of that. That I just hate that internet. It's affecting the kids. They on it too much.
Yeah, we'll we'll
Too
uh
much.
we'll figure out something, man. What was because I don't want to forget none of this. What was one of the other questions or just statements that you brought up earlier when we was kind of catching up real quick?
Earlier, talking about the earlier session.
When me and you was talking, when I just reached out to you when we was talking.
Mm.
Because I know you was talking about the
I
kids
know.
and the sexual stuff, and I forgot
Right,
the.
right, right. That was one of my homegirls came in and said something about the gang members. They're taught to actually go after the young 5 year olds, and I was like, that's sick. They're talking about anywhere from 5 years old to 9 years old in those type of gangs that they're going after.
Yeah,
So uh, we just got to keep them safe, boys and girls. You know,
yeah,
don't try to let the gang members get those young boys at an early age, or don't let the gang members get these girls at an early age. So just got to be protected. Watch
In
them, see what they're doing, put
any
time into what they got going on.
Yeah, any and everything is definitely a hard topic. The thing I'll say is because especially with that side of things, depending on the reasoning as to why that the youth is intrigued and everything else.
Mhm.
Um, but I just try to encourage because I was actually doing some stuff with next level boys academy, and they do a lot of mentoring, and it's a diversion program and things like that. And I know that there's been times where we were coming to schools and de-escalating a lot of situations because
Right,
even to the point where if you can't stop something, then at least have it where there's an understanding, because there's a way that people can move in these situations,
right.
that can be healthy. That's the best way I'm trying to say it.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Oh
trying
yeah.
to I'm trying to connect with some, the right people to have this conversation, because that's definitely important. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
To have those people that can really talk and connect with folks because of the life that they lived, um,
Hmm.
and just being able to shed light on that. You know what I mean? Because from my understanding and the people that I know and how they walk and go about their life, man, they're the type of ones that'll tell people, nah, do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's just a way to move about it, man. But in order for us to make sure that our youth don't steer, I don't want to say the wrong way as it relates to that, but just in general,
Right.
we just got to continue to plug in, got to continue to talk to them, love on them, and just stay connected, man, because all of this stuff is heavy. And I know the access to the internet is one thing, but it
Yeah.
actually starts with us. It
Yeah.
starts with us, and it um it we're lacking. We're not
Hmm.
serving and doing what we're supposed to do by our kids, and that's the part that's hurtful. That's the part that needs to get better, because they're literally in our households and we don't communicate with them. We don't talk to them. We don't play with them. We don't, try to have any type of communication. We're not eating
Hmm.
dinners together. Just a simple thing like that.
Right.
Like just coming to the
Yeah.
table,
Little things. You're right.
everybody just eating dinner together and just catching up. Like, how was your day? What do you have going on? What's happening at school? Talk to me. Is there somebody, bothering you? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like every now and then for myself, I've said this on the live before, but I'll say it again. Like, I ask my kids, what can I do to be better as a father?
Hmm.
I want them to tell me in their mind,
Wow.
in their hearts, in their spirits, where I've failed or where I've excelled, because that's important. I want to hear their thought process, because if I'm busy, I'm grinding, 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 and then my daughter or my son says, "Dad, um, I just want you to play with us. We feel like, what I'm
Hmm.
saying, you always doing this, you always doing that." Shit, I need to
Right.
listen. I better listen. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or dad, like, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't talk to me this way, or if you wouldn't say these types of things. I'm listening.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I need to make
Right.
the correct adjustments so I can help our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So
That's good.
it's a powerful thing, and it may not be something that we want to hear all the time. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And it might be uncomfortable. But
Hmm.
I encourage parents, man, to just have those hard conversations so you can learn and build a better bond with your kid.
Right.
Because what better way to know? Like, when you're in the thick of it, what's crazy, bro? We parent our kids every day, right? And the way
Every
that
single
the
day.
way that they act with you, You like,
Mm-hmm.
God damn,
Totally different.
I'm hoping that they going to school doing the right thing. I hope when they
Yeah.
stand at somebody's house, they doing the right thing. And you'll never know until that teacher comes up to you and says, hey, Mr. Powell, your daughter, your son is just so sweet. They work hard, great student, blah, blah, blah. You'll never know for the most part until somebody just comes to you and says it. Because
Yeah.
you in the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with them every day that you don't never get to see the fruits of your work.
Right.
It's very hard.
Yeah. And
So
that's about. I mean, even what you're saying saying that eating dinner together. I mean, those are things that need to be done. Because back in the days, that's what they did. You sit down and you eat. Ain't no eating in no living room. Ain't no eating in no room. We finna eat right here at the table, and we finna do this and we finna do that. So I appreciate that. So that is something that can be done. I mean, that's powerful for some of us to hear. Some of us that's on live that need to get back to that too.
and this
And listening to the kids.
right, right. And another thing I want to encourage too, because all my parents, all my working moms, all my working dads, I understand that you're busting your ass to provide for your family. I get it. But if you can try to just have 5 minutes a day, even if it's just 5 minutes, right? There's been days, man, I might be busting my tail all day and
Mhm.
barely get to see the kids, spend time with them. But when I get back, and when we get back, like today was kind of a crazy day. We left early this morning. We've been gone all day.
Right.
But I make sure that when they go to bed, I'm tucking everybody in. We're doing separate prayers. I'm getting some hugs. I'm getting some kisses. I'm playing with them. Whatever I could do to connect with them,
Let them know the love is there.
that's what I'm gonna do. And even like I said, even if it's just 5 minutes, man, that 5 minutes makes a world of difference. I swear to you, it does. Um, and it may not seem like it, but it's just so much power when it comes to that. Can you, since you're gonna sit down here before you start that, can you make sure you get your reading out the way, please? I ain't even gonna make you go that long tonight, but just give me a quick 20. Um, it's just so on point, man, and it's so necessary in order to keep that connection with the kids, man, because we're so busy, man, and we're trying to figure it out. Sometimes, man, that shit can get lost. The same way with your
Yeah.
relationship with your significant other, and the same way your relationship with yourself. Man, you look up, bruh. You look up, man. You've been grinding, busting your behind, and all of a sudden it's December again, and we about to get ready for another year. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
that's just how it happened. It happens that quick.
it
How
hap-
time is just
it
a
happens
line
that quick, and that's why I
going
said
so fast.
just by being mindful, you got to take the time. You got to take the necessary steps in order to take time for yourself and in your relationships, the ones that matter, and all of that, man. It's so important. You know what I'm saying? If you love your kids the way that you say you love your kids, even if you busy as hell, 5 minutes, man, can change everything. Just like they say to a person, like you can smile at somebody, tell them thank you, um, do a nice gesture, what that could mean to a
Mhm.
person, because you never know.
Never know.
You know what I'm saying?
I
You
say
never
that
know
all the
what,
time. You never know what the next
yeah,
person going through. You
what they
never know
going
how they
through.
woke up. You
Right,
never know. Somebody didn't wake up or whatever. You just never know. You just
right,
always got to be positive when it comes to
right.
people. You never know.
Right. And
Absolutely.
that's why it's so important to make sure that you tap in. It's so important to make sure you stay locked in and keep doing
Mhm.
those checks, because that's what keeps you close. That's what keeps you close. That's what keeps the relationship solid. It keeps it growing, because it's letting the next person know that you're trying and you're doing the best that you can. Even with my kids, man, I'll tell them and I'll explain, and it might be tedious or whatever, but it's still important for them to know. I want to explain everything. I want to make sure that there's an understanding. I don't want no confusion, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they can take things however they choose to take them at any part of the day. at any given time. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that they understand the importance of, why do I work, or why do I do the things that I do? Bring them to the job. Let them see. Let them experience. You know what I'm saying? Talk them through certain things. Like, and I know they might get tired of it, but it's like shit. If you seeing how I'm grinding, just imagine. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going through when you're not here.
Right.
You got to experience it. That's the only way you'll be able to really understand it, because if that's not the case, then you just gonna think I'm gone. You gonna believe what the next person say just because they saying it. But when you with me every day and you see what's going on, then you'll have a level of understanding.
Right.
I don't want
I'm with
nobody else to be able to tell you more about me than I can tell you myself, and I'm the one living it. I don't want
you.
nobody
Right.
else painting no pictures about me when I'm the one living it. So that's why it's important that my kids know. And we talk about so much. You know what I'm saying? We talk about love. We talk about relationships. I'll bring them to classes. I'll make them see certain things. I'll have them experience certain things, bro. Like, I done had, you know what I'm saying? One of my kids done already. She shooting guns. You feel me? Like, done put her behind that wheel. Like, it's all about experiences, because I want her to know if anything jump off, shawty, you got to be
You
ready.
already be ready.
You got
Yeah,
to
you
be
already
ready.
ready.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep building on that mind. Just like I told them, man,
Yeah.
I don't trip about my kids
Uh-huh.
doing anything. But once a day,
Yeah.
I just need y'all to at least give me 20 minutes. That's a small thing, but at the same time, what that's doing for the mind and how that's continuing to push and challenge them, I want them to stay on it. I
Yeah, that
don't I
muscle
don't
there, you got to continue to work that muscle, man. You got to
you,
feed that brain, man.
You got to,
You got
man. You got to. Same
to.
same thing when we talk about eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, letting them know the importance of the things that you're putting in your body, the importance of the things that you're putting in your mind. And I watch all kind of stuff with my kids. You know what I'm saying? But at least I would rather be able to watch it with them versus them watching it on their own and
And that's what
trying
it all boils down to, man.
yeah,
Doing stuff with your kids yourself before somebody else try to, come in and try to say this is
right.
what you should do. Keep doing it that way, whatever the case may be. So that's what I got to get to them. Do more things with them. Stay in their mind. But just like you said, man, that muscle there, you got to keep it. You got to keep it.
Right.
That's
Right.
a powerful thing.
Right, and just staying the course, man, and about being consistent. You know what I'm saying? And just every day figuring out different ways in order to connect and get better. You know,
Hmm.
um, doing all of those things, because I feel that the power of education and experience. I'll run different experiences with them. You know what I'm saying? I'll let my kids play the parent for the day or for an hour or whatever that looks like, but because they need to understand what we all go through. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They understand. They
I'm gonna
need
go
to.
back to this. You see what kid? I'm gonna stop you right there. Kids say the dinner table to have the role and throwing of each person's day is special for the kids to practice sharing. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
That's good, kid. Appreciate that.
yep. So all of that stuff is important, man, and just continuing to open their minds and continuing to keep doing those types of things, man. And I'm grateful that I definitely pray about so many things before I get ready to do it. Um,
Mhm.
I definitely make sure that I'm asking other people what their thoughts are. What are they doing? How can I get better? Like, it ain't no shame, bro. Like, the slogan, "It takes a village," man. It's a real thing. It's a real thing, bro.
Mhm.
So I just try to stay on that. Stay on them vibes, man, and just keep pushing forward.
Gotcha. I'm gonna take all of that in, 'cause like I said, I work crazy hours, and with you saying that, I do bust my ass to try to make my kids uh, give them a better place and better everything, something that I never had. So that's why I bust and grind so much. 5, 10 minutes. That's all it takes. Ask them how their day was. You want me to play the game with you for 5, 10 minutes? Just stuff like that. Or you want me to read this to you? You want me to do whatever the case may be with you just for that 5, 10 minutes? And they be like, dang man, I really needed that. We never know until you actually do it or go talk to them, sit down with them, or see what their thoughts is, see how their day went, what's going through their mind. Did anybody do anything to them in school? Whatever the case, anything. Just challenge their mind and just see what they say. Because kids, they have a lot that's inside them. They just not. They're afraid to let it out. Sometimes they don't know. They'll probably go to their little peers and tell them, but they kind of sometimes be afraid to talk to parents. But we as parents should have those kids talk to us and not be, scared to talk to us. We should
Right.
be their friend, like you do with your kids, and I respect that. And everybody can take something from somebody and the words and how we do it and try to implement it into their livelihood. Whether if it's good and it's positive, I'm gonna take it. So I don't have no shame. I just like I said, 12, 13 hours out of the day, that's a long time. You work and get home, you shower, you eat, you ready to go to bed and it's all over. But I'm gonna take that 5, 10 minutes and implement that in.
Right. No, all good stuff, family. But
Absolutely.
let me know. You know what I'm saying when it
Yeah.
comes to that Zoom thing, and we'll figure out time and date, man. But I got one of the OGs locked in on Tuesday, so
hmm
that should be a good one.
Tuesday. Are you saying Tuesdays? Or every
No,
Tuesday, or you
no,
just
no,
saying this
just this
Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just giving you
That sounds
giving
good.
you giving you a heads up.
Sounds good.
So
Just hit me up and let me know. You text me, let me know when y'all finna get on, and I get some people on too, man, so everybody can hear this. I mean, I only associate with positive people. I'm not bringing any and everybody into it. I just not, I just hang around nothing but positive. So I'm gonna bring positive people into the group so they can hear uh, what they got to say and what we got to say about the topic.
all right, that.
Yes, sir.
All right, family.
Yeah, man. You stay easy, man. Good seeing you. Good chopping it up with you again.
You too, King.
Everybody that was on the live, I appreciate y'all staying on here with us with your questions and answers and all that good stuff. We didn't actually have time to, go through them and answer and elaborate on them, but we sure appreciate it.
Yeah,
We
I'm a
shall keep this. We shall keep this going on.
Nah, we are. I'm gonna tap in with one more before we shut it down. I'm just gonna see who. So I'm just seeing what's up.
Okay, cool.
All right, family.
You take care of yourself, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut it down for the night, King. I appreciate it again.
Already, man. Love. Get some rest.
All right, love, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Armand Sports, all that. Hold on, man. Thank you, young man. I really enjoy. Hold on now, family. Don't go nowhere, OG. Come on back. Yeah, them hearts going, man. Don't go nowhere. Let's see if it pick up real quick. Blessings, man. Just I was about to get you on. Trying to wait to see what happened. Good people, good people. My love's 1481 was happening. Miss Destiny was happening. Miss Juicy. There you go. Unable to join. See what these folks, let's see what's gonna happen.
What's up?
Peace, Queen. What's happening?
What's up?
Cooling, cooling. What's going? What you got going?
Nothing. Turn the lights on because I was in the bed.
Damn, you passed your bedtime when looking at
Yep.
what? I seen you in the comments, man. I just figured I'd hit that button, man. What's your thoughts behind the conversation this evening?
I think it's a really good conversation, especially because, like you said, parents, we are always on the go. But if you do not take that time out with them, like they stray away so quickly because their mind is so impressionable. So no matter what you got going on, you definitely got to take that time out, even if it's just reading a bedtime story and tucking them in or whatever the case may be. You got to take that time. Shoot, the whole time I'm sitting here trying to put one to sleep right now because it's 11 o'clock and I'm like, yo, you got to go to bed.
Right. What do you feel would have been like some of your struggles when it comes to your kids?
So when it comes to my kids, like you said, um, like you said before, when you in the thick of it, you don't really see. It's like, oh my gosh, like when you just in the thick of it, you just like, oh my gosh, they drive me crazy. I need a break. I need a vacation, whatever the case may be. Kennedy, please get down. And then when somebody else tells you like, oh, you're such a good mom, you're like, I am. Like, because to me, like, I feel like I yell a lot. Or I just feel like they just test my patience. So when I'm in like aggravated or frustrated, when I'm tired, I yell, and Uziah's like, don't yell. So I think my thing is yelling. So I try not to yell as much, but I'm like, yo, it's always two of y'all and one of me, and I get tired. But I try to work on that. I try to communicate better with them. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just talk it out. Like, let them know, like, listen, I'm tired. Give me like 5 minutes, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fair. Cause I think it's important for them to know. I think it's hard because as a parent, you always got to be on. And I think that, a lot of kids don't really understand or get that no matter the pressures of what you're going throughout your day.
Right.
Your frustrations, things may not be going right at work, things may not be going right in other areas. Um, but we always have to show up and show out. And regardless of how pissed, we got to be loving. We could be tired as hell, but we got to have energy. And I'm glad that you said that because nobody's perfect, man. People might yell, might come across crazy, but I do appreciate the fact that you said you'll talk to them and try to get them to understand those certain things.
Yeah, because you know what? Like, I'm realizing, well, I realized this a long time ago, but it's been more now that they have their own feelings and they have their own prayers and they go through their own things.
Yeah,
So I have to take that time out to communicate with what I'm going through so we can all just be on the same page. Like for today when I picked them up from the Y, we were in front of the store and I was so tired and my son like laid hands on me and prayed. And I was just like, see how impressionable they are. Like, of course they see me do it, so they do it, but they have their own prayers.
yeah, that's dope. He giving you that anointing in the middle of the store. God damn. How old is your son?
They're seven. The twins are seven.
Shit. The middle of the store. He just lay hands on you.
Yeah, like he just laid hands on my head, and he was just like he said his own prayer. But they have their own feelings, and I want them to always know like their feelings are valid.
Damn. Do you feel the anointing afterwards?
Yeah,
Cause I'm
yeah.
just saying, man. She said my son lay his hands on me and pray. He's beyond his time. Is that the oldest or the youngest?
They're both seven.
I know, but who's older? It's
Oh,
still
Kennedy
the
is the
one.
oldest, so he's the youngest.
That's the one who the youngest one does it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works. Yeah. Well, that's all right, man. Well, shit. Salute, Queen. Keep doing what you doing. Uh, I know you getting ready because you cut every light on in there. So I'm gonna let you get ready to
Listen,
get.
listen. I still got one up, and as long as she think I'm up, she gonna be up. So all the lights gotta go off.
I know that's right. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to them. I don't want to hold you. I know it's late on this Friday. I appreciate you tapping in.
Not a problem. Thanks for the invite.
Absolutely, man. Stay prayed up. Keep the vibes going, Queen.
Same to you.
All right, bless. Oh, shit, I ain't got the X on my job. There you go. There we go. Walking into greatness. Hashalala. That might be a twin thing. My daughter does. Y'all, damn, man. Y'all kids out here blessing y'all. Yeah, I need to go up here and check on these jokers. They tripping. Boy, y'all some trill OGs. Boy, y'all got the lights off. Y'all in the bed. They like, look, man, I came on here for 20 minutes. That's all I got for you. I got to go to work in the morning.
Oh no, it ain't that. You see, you got all the kids woken up now.
You done?
Oh,
Huh? Is Patience in there? Did you brush your teeth? Man, go do that. Go handle it. What's up, King?
what's going on with you, brother? How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm blessed, man.
Same
I'm
here, man.
blessed.
Same here.
I'm blessed, bro. Just stay in the course, man. What's going on with you?
Shoot, done, man. Just I really like what you got going on. What you're saying, it's a good thing. I hope a lot of people start tapping into it, though, especially fathers, especially young men and fathers and stuff like that. Because as a single dad, sometimes it's like I never knew what it really felt like and how single women feel. And it's like going through it as a single dad is like, wow. But just like the young lady, like she was just saying that what she poured into her son came back out, when he laid hands on her. And sometimes when I'm feeling like that, like I'm not doing a great job, like my kids will remind me, or like if I'm not feeling well, they'll
He
get
just
up and
walk
pray.
behind
Yeah, you see,
you.
being nosy.
He just, yeah.
They'll put back the word back into me, and tell me I'm gonna be all right, or everything's gonna be all right, or what you worried about, God got you,
Damn,
you
man, hold
know.
up, bro. Y'all done took y'all to another level, man. Hold on. Keep going, brother. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let me make my way up the stairs, man, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh shoot, mine's about to turn on too. Look,
Hey,
there you go again. Look.
I'm on the phone. Hold on, watch out.
Hey.
No, because I'm trying to figure this out. All right, he in the bed. What patient's at? No, where you at?
You done?
So look, y'all listening?
Yes, sir.
Hey, little Negroes, can y'all look up?
Yes.
Well, Deuce is reading.
He's done.
Can you hear me, King? You still on
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
So look, I done had two calls. Did you wash your hair? And I done listened to one
What
mom
you
that
doing?
got off. She said whenever she have a moment,
What you watching?
First.
her kid, her son lays his hand on her and he prays for her right then and there.
Okay.
Now I'm on the phone with another king. What you say yours do?
They do the same thing. They'll pray for me. They'll give me words of encouragement. They'll tell me keep going if I feel like I'm struggling. So and it's just amazing to know that your work really don't go in vain, even though you don't see it right there and then, but it come back to you though.
Well, that's
So
what, man. So I know that I made it
right.
once my kids pray over me.
Or not it's not even that. I mean, just by what your kids do, period. Because like you said, like you don't see the work, but then when you go to the school, or you'll get that letter, oh, your child is an excellent, respectable. Hold on, I got hell going on in the house, but they go to school, but they do the right thing though when they outside the house. So it's like I understand where you're coming from with that too, because mine drive me crazy. But then when I go to the school, it's like, oh, your child's the best student. They're leaders. They're doing everything they're supposed to be doing. But it's like in the house, they won't listen. So I'm confused.
I got good kids, man. I just came up here to start some shit with them. And
Yeah.
you see how this one, you see how she looking at me? She was mean mugging me. So look, I'm gonna say it publicly, Patience. I apologize for my tone earlier. But this one right here, this the reason why you got some of that, because this one right here, y'all see this one? We sitting up here having a conversation, and you see how this one be doing?
Oh
You see how
man.
she be doing?
Yeah, mine be turned up too, man.
Bruh, 0 F's given, dog. You can give this girl all the game in the world, and this what she gonna do. She
That
don't care, dog.
that
I
that
had to tell her earlier, I said, look, man, something gonna bite you in your ass one day. You keep on doing it the way that you're doing it because you don't want to peep game. You
right.
go ahead. I appreciate you, Patience. Some good eye contact. Even my son right here, some good eye contact. You know what I'm saying? Like, these folks, boy.
Oh man, I know it, man. I know it.
But that one right there, bro, I be trying to give her the game, bro. Nah, bro, it ain't about you. I'm gone. Ain't no look at you. Ain't nobody thinking about what you got going on. Don't touch me,
They'll
bro.
learn though, but
Your attitude was shitty as hell earlier. Watch out. Watch out, bro. Cause she just want attention, dog. And she think everything cute. Move. Move.
everything ain't cute. I try to tell them, stop paying
Man,
attention to
I'm
that
trying
stuff
to
they
tell
see
her,
on
bro. Like you try
TV
to
and the video games and the Fortnites and the TikTok. All that fake. All that ain't real. And we're not gonna always get it right, but we gotta try though. And a matter of
No,
fact,
we definitely gonna try.
yeah, for school, I wrote a paper today. I had to write an essay on characteristics, the best characteristics for a successful parent. And I flipped. Now my professor got mad at me because I flipped it. I said, "There's no such thing as a successful parent." I'm like, I feel like you grow as you go. Like, there's no handbook to tell somebody how to be a parent. You just take what you've been through and you try to instill it in your children in the best positive way so they could grow up so they could be able to make sound decisions. Because at the end of the day, they still an individual. They're gonna make their own decision regardless. But you just want to give them the tools. And oh man, she remind me of my other son. That son that Christian will be doing. But yeah,
Good,
it's like
but
it's like giving the
Nice head,
tools,
Dad.
to be able to succeed in life. And it's a hard thing, a scary thing, and but you just do the best you can, pray about it, and just hope that they grow up to be the best that they could be. And I just
nah,
love
big facts.
love on them. That's it. Parents feel like for instance, when you just apologize to your daughter, like I know parents that they say, I wish I would apologize to my child. I said, but why? If you were wrong, you were wrong. Like, what's wrong with that? You made a mistake. You apologize. You showing them. You growing them. By telling them, oh, I wish you would. Now, when they grow up and they tell people they won't grow, they'll grow up and not have compassion now. They'll grow up and think that, oh, if whatever, like I don't have to show people compassion. I don't have to show people that. Also, because you felt like you didn't have to apologize because you disrespected your child or whatever the case
Let,
was.
let me share some real shit with you, King. So I tell like the one that just left, aka twin,
Hmm.
I tell her all the time because I'm like, listen, man, I'm gonna give you some game because you're not getting it. And I understand, like I love her to death, sweet soul, sweet spirit, but she is the one out of the five that everything is about her. She got to steal the show. It's got to be all the attention on her, this, that, and the third, and then will treat you as such. Now I know there are parents that's gonna have that one if you got multiple. You know what I'm saying? Um, but just trying to share with her like it's not cool with what you're doing. You got to learn how to share that attention. You got to learn that it ain't just about you. You know what I'm saying? And then the other part is too is we teach our kids not only, it's that saying what you teach people how to treat you. but then you also could teach them how to treat others by the things that you continue to accept and allow. So I'll do some things sometimes just to like get her attention. Can you hear me, King?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll do some things sometimes just to get her attention, man. I may not respond, I may not call, because I got to switch it up, man. Because if not, then she's gonna think that it's okay that everybody has to call her or reach out to her, and it's like, man, relationships don't work that way. It's gotta be 50-50. Like you can't sit up there and keep doing the stuff that you doing and then just expecting that everybody gotta reach out to you or they always gotta call you and do this and do that. Then you're gonna turn into an adult that's gonna be on the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a way to lose relationships. That's a way to miss out on your blessings because you treating people like that.
Yep.
So it's hard to do because again I love my kids, man, but sometimes I go left just to experiment with something just to get them to understand like you can't do people like that.
Yeah, I
You
do that.
can't you
Yep.
can yeah, you can't treat people like that, man. Like and it's funny because bro, I could call my kids every day. That one day that I don't call be the day that she throw in my face.
Mm.
And I'm talking about like clockwork. And I even told her, I said, I know how you gonna move. And sure enough, that's what she did. That's what she was on. But that's why it's like it's gotta be, you know what I'm saying, that we continue to teach these kids and show them. And then sometimes the best way to show them is to treat them the same way they treat you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they can't stand that. That's something that is I feel has helped me with this joker right here. Bro, look at that, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, like I know that, and I don't take it personal. It still sucks to hear, but I know that you know what I'm saying through things that have happened through my divorce and this, that, and the third. Like that's the reason why Holmes was angry or why he hates me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or some of the things he'll say or how he'd be like, man, I don't want to come by you. I don't want to be by you. And it's a hard thing to hear. But at the same time, I'm trying to be understanding and put myself in his shoes in order to get it. And then we got to talk about it. We got to have the hard discussions.
Yep.
And I don't shut him down whenever, you know what I'm saying, he's expressing himself or if he cries or whatever's going on. Like I'm always telling him, like, King, like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, express yourself, be strong. You know, it's all right. We're gonna get through it. But I need you to be honest. Tell me how you really feel. That way we can really handle the situation appropriately.
Yeah. And you know what? And it's crazy because I went through something like that too, similar when me and my I have 3 boys. My last 2 I was married and I had went through a divorce. And my last 2 I have them with me. They're in my care. And they've been in my care for a minute now. And I had to answer some tough questions. And they were acting, you know, one was clingy to me. And one was like pushing away against me because he was the mama's boy, and I had to answer a lot of his questions, you know. And I was trying to figure out like why he's acting the way he's acting. Like I'm talking about bad, like off the chain. Like you would have thought he was the son of Satan. Like that's how crazy it was, and he didn't care. He had zero care in the world. Like I would, you know, spank his behind for doing something. He'd look at me like, okay, I'm still gonna go do it anyway. And I'm like,
Right.
what? Like. Like he did not care. And then one day, you know, he was just like going off and he was trying to get my attention. And he just looked at me. He was like, why won't you just listen to me? And he's like 5 when he said that to me. And I'm like, what you mean listen to you? He said, I just want you to just listen to me. And I'm like, okay, listen to you about what? He was like, oh, you know, my mama don't listen to me. You don't listen. Don't nobody listen to me. I said, what you mean your mama don't listen to you? And then he started breaking down, crying and explaining to me, this is a 5-year-old now. You know what I'm saying? Breaking it down and telling me how he feel. And I'm like, the way he's explaining to me as an adult, I couldn't even explain that to somebody else. And I was just like, wow. So after that day, like I really started listening to my kids, like really, like when they say they want to talk about something or they want to say something or they feel some kind of way, I said, okay, what's the problem? How do you feel, and how can we fix this?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they'll tell me, you'll say, okay, I feel like this because of this, or sometimes they say, you know what, I don't know why I'm angry, and we'll have to go through different things to find out why this is making them upset or why they feel like that. And a lot of it actually stemmed from the divorce. A lot of it because they were confused. How we go from one day, literally we're family. That weekend they see mama with another man. 3 months later, mom and daddy ain't together no more. 2 years later, they lost. Like they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what side to pick. But I
Mm-hmm.
always made it clear you gonna respect your mom no matter what, because that's your mom and she gave you life. And I never told them what was going on, or I never showed any animosity towards her in front of them. Now I don't know what she did behind closed doors with them, but I just never did it. You know, you know, and then I let them form their own opinion on how they should feel, or who, you know what I'm saying, or which direction they need to go. So, I just did the best I could. I mean, it was hard. I mean, it's still hard. Like, I done told them about 10 times already to go to sleep. They said they're still up. Now I
Well, they
wonder.
dancing. They were dancing behind.
Now the other one, he was asleep. Now he up. Now he hear me talking. Now he up. Now he want to. This is where being nosy. Now he wants to see what I'm talking about. And then he act like he playing with something, but he really being nosy.
Hey,
So
man, I want to salute you, man, because I know that that's not easy. And to be honest, because I don't want to make it seem like it's just us men pitting against women, because it's not. So I
nah,
definitely want to salute the men and the women who, just stay in the course, man, by doing the right things by the other parent,
right,
because it's not always easy, especially when you're getting disrespected from the other side.
oh man,
There are different narratives and things like that going on. So I salute any mother or any father, man, that's just making sure that these kids can see healthy as best as they can. And I love the fact that you said that you let the kids formulate their own opinions based off of what they see and what they understand. Because one thing for sure, man, the truth gonna definitely come out regardless. Somebody gonna have to know some facts,
right,
because these kids naturally want to know. They want to understand. And obviously right now, because they so young, it ain't gonna happen. But when they turn into young adults, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have even harder conversations to let them know. In my situation, unfortunately, I've had to have a lot of hard conversations because some of the things that's been brought to my table. So it be like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I just, I salute any and everybody that's just trying to figure it out the best way that they can.
right. And like I said, like you said, the questions are coming, and the questions are harder and harder. Like, it's like, oh, why am I supposed to do this, or why am I supposed to do that? I'm like, well, first of all, where you get that from? How you know
Right,
about that?
right.
Like,
What you see
like,
me on? Oh,
What was that basketball team? The Three Killers?
that is not something serious, bro, that you're interrupting me about, Shawty.
Raquel's boyfriend has the jacket.
What?
Has the jacket to the Three Killers.
What are you talking
Killer
about?
Threes.
What are you talking about?
Piper Raquel's boyfriend has the jacket to your team. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
That's amazing.
The bullshit, bro. You see what I'm saying? Then when I got down snapped, then it's like, what's wrong with daddy? But
right.
being rude as hell, interrupting what I got going on.
Oh man, you know what I said though? I laughed. I tell them every time. I said, y'all know when y'all have kids, right? It gonna come back to y'all, right? What you talking about? I said, I'm just gonna wait and see. Y'all gonna see everything y'all done did. It gonna come back to y'all. Y'all gonna be calling me
Straight
talking
up.
about my grandkids or driving you crazy. And I'm just gonna laugh.
Straight up.
Now what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna look, hey King, I'm gonna let, cause you got your head on the swivel over there. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get to it, man. I appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
Uh,
Appreciate you too, man.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Yes, sir.
How I turn this thing off?
You gotta hit that X button, OG, cause
Okay.
it ain't letting me do it. So Man, look, today was another great one. I always love the fact that we can have these dialogues and jump into these conversations, man. I appreciate y'all for always tuning in and giving the good feedback in the comments. And y'all hit my line, man. Let me know how we can continue to build and grow this thing, man, because I just want people to hear and see and experience and just be a part of the change, man. Whatever we could do to just get everybody on the same page or at least have an understanding across the board, man. So y'all hit my jack, man. Let me know what's happening. And as always, man, before we shut this thing down, uh, my boy D Jack had some words earlier, Lord. But y'all make sure that, you know what I'm saying, y'all stay prayed up, man. Just continue to stay consistent. Continue to do the work and make sure that you're doing everything that you can to build yourself, love yourself, be patient with yourself, forgive yourself, all of those things, man, that speak to your health. You know what I'm saying? That speak to your health, that speaks to your emotions, your mental, and your spiritual, man. Because we're getting attacked each and every day, and the attacks are coming from all over. And the scariest part is the people that we feel should be the main ones that got our back, that should be loving us or caring for us, are the main ones doing the majority of the hurting. So, it's a tough thing to experience and go through, but we all go through it in some way, shape, or form, man. And I just encourage everybody, to stay patient and stay consistent and keep doing what you got to do for self. That way you can be the best version of yourself that you could be. And then as you continue to grow and elevate, man, you continue to see life and situations and circumstances a lot more clear. So appreciate y'all, man. Love to all. Look forward to jumping back on here within the next day or two. Make sure I go upstairs and get these prayers going with these little ones, man. Make sure I do my part. I can't tell y'all that and then not jump to it. So love y'all, man. Appreciate the vibes. Like I said, as always, man, we'll keep going and keep growing this thing. And just getting everybody, like I said, on the same page, man, and just keep building because it's important. All of these conversations are extremely important across the board, from the youth to the old heads, to the men, to the women, to the young men, to the young women. And the other thing too is, man, no, we got to get, all walks of life on here. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta. It ain't just about in our community. We gotta bring everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about the fact that we gotta live amongst each other as human beings. There are families who look different. You know what I'm saying? There are you know multiple sibling situations. It's all of that. You know what I'm saying? So just stay the course, man. And like I said, love to all, man. Y'all have a good night. Let me know, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want to jump back on here tomorrow. If not, then we'll definitely probably do something on Sunday. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everybody staying the course, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. So love, man. Blessings.